Alright, I'm sorry you guys. I know there's a glare above me or right behind me, but if I don't have that light on, you can't see me. So, and there's no better place to be, like in my room. So, I'm sorry about that. If it's like distracting you watching these videos. But anyway, so the best things about BMT, they aren't that great, but you learn to appreciate the small things when, you are very restricted and you're used to being free. Sound like a caged animal. But okay, so best thing about BMT, and some of these things are just like to just things that my flight specific. So like times may vary. But anyway, phone calls you get once a week at least. Your MTI is required to give you a phone call at least 15 minutes once a week. Like some flights got an hour. My flight got 15 minutes. The most we ever got was 20 minutes. But I mean, I guess you get to catch up with your family. People really like those phone calls. If you don't get your phone call, people raise all kinds of hell. So, yeah, letters. I'm pretty sure that the military is the only reason the postal service is still in effect, because I find it, first of all, amazing that I can get a letter from South Carolina to Texas for 45 cents and it get there in a timely manner. But mail call. Like, mail call is like the best thing about BMT. If you get a letter, you know somebody loves you because they took time to actually write letters. Like, who writes letters? They took a piece of paper and a pencil and they wrote letters and they wrote your address on the outside and they put a stamp in and they put it in their mailbox. That person loves you if you get a letter. I still have all my letters from BMT. I think they're at home, like in South Carolina, but I still have them all. I got letters from my best friend from college, my friend from her Navy basic training. I got one from her mom, from my parents. I got them from the people I used to work with in Men's Warehouse. I got them from, let me see, my sister, I think, sent me one, something like that. And then you send mail out too. Like my nephew, I missed his graduation, so I sent him a graduation card. I write mail out. One of my friends, because I told him about the time that we wouldn't be able. So there's sometimes they told us that we couldn't open our mail like immediately when we got it. So he took an envelope and he wrote on the outside of it, and then he put it inside another envelope. So when I just opened that envelope, I could just read the letter without actually having to open piece of paper. Let me see. So yeah, I mean, yeah, mail's pretty nice. These things are a little few and further in between. Going to church. Church is pretty nice. That's one of the better things about BMT. Like, it would behoove you to go to church. I don't care if you're an atheist or whatever. You don't have to actually pay attention. Just go. It doesn't matter what church you go to. Buddhist. Go to a Mormon. Go to Catholic, Contemporary. Go to Wiccan, like I did. I'm not Wiccan. Just go get out of the dorms because you're just gonna go stir crazy. You'll get cabin fever being in there all the time. So just get out. The BX is how I found out that Liz Taylor died, because they have like Star magazines or whatever when you're checking out, so you have to read the news. I mean, that's not like the best thing about going to the BX. Like, you get to read the magazines. No, because you can't buy candy. You can't buy the magazines. But you get to go out and, like, there's normal people around when you go to the BX. There's, like, people who just are regular people who are at the BX. So you get to, like, see people and know that you're not alone in the world. You're not, like, really secluded as much as you think you are. Details. Not all the details are that great. The best details I ever had was the Beast detail, when we had to go to where they hold Beast, and we cleaned up like the high crawl area, which, by the way, in Beast, in the high crawl area, that's like the one time I almost cried. I cried like 3 times. In BMT, I almost literally broke down on that high crawl. It was so hard. But anyway, we went to where they hold Beast, and we just went and cleaned the area. Like, we took all the big rocks out and of the high crawl area, and we moved boxes and so that was nice. The MTIs there were pretty cool. Warehouse duty, that was the sweetest detail I ever had. Like, it was so nice that we all made a pact. It was like 10 of us who went. We made a pact to tell everybody that it sucked, so that they wouldn't want to do it. so that we could go back and do it. That's how nice it was. Like, we didn't do anything but put together like 5 shipment orders. It's like working at UPS, but if UPS was having like a really slow day, like a non-existent day at UPS, we put together like 5 orders. We got to walk around and do the forklift thing. We got to eat whatever MRE we wanted to eat. So we got to go like rummage through all the bins with the MREs. I wrote like a 4-page letter that day. I think that's the second longest letter I ever wrote in BMT. The first letter, the longest letter I ever wrote was 6 pages long, and that when I was on night duty at Beast, 6 pages. I had 2 hours of watch, so I was like, oh, they didn't tell us we couldn't write letters, so I just wrote a letter, 6 pages long. Sent it to my friend in the Navy. She got it. She's like, God, that's a long letter. Yep, I have nothing else to do. What's another? A lot of people like KP duty, which is kitchen patrol. Those are people who like clean the kitchen when you're eating or whatever. That's like people who in the clip. It's called the clipper, but it's like a big dishwasher. Or the people who like hand out the Gatorades and stuff. Yes, you do get Gatorade, but it's like syrup. Like they forgot to put the water in it, so it's like that kind of Gatorade. But people like KP duty because you can eat ice cream. You can eat whatever you want. So you get ice cream. You can get like seconds of something. Like people just like KP duty. I didn't like it because you had to stand up so much. You don't really get to sit down. You have to get up so early in the morning too, and you don't get back till late at night. I felt bad for some of the girls in my flight because a lot of them kept doing it over and over again, but I couldn't do it. Like my hips were hurting so bad from standing up for so long. Cause I did it a couple of times, but I couldn't keep doing it. My knees were hurting and my hips were hurting so bad. Let's see what else is a good thing. I mean, I still talk to. I mean, you make friends, of course, in your flight. I don't talk to all of them. One friend that I still talk to is she's stationed in California at Travis Air Force Base. I talk to her maybe once a week. I plan on going to visit her eventually, but tickets are kind of expensive from England to California. If y'all didn't know, it's a lot of mileage to cover there. It's like 7,000 miles. 2 of my sisters are having babies. One of my sisters is stationed in Germany, so I might go see her next month. Well, actually, 2 of them are in Germany. Yeah, so I mean, you get to meet some pretty cool people. People from everywhere. Our dorm chief was from Hawaii. People from Illinois. People from Texas, of course. People from Chicago. Chicago's in Illinois. People from Michigan. People from Wisconsin. People from everywhere, so it's pretty cool. If you never met anybody from a different state or different part of the country, it's pretty cool because when you get to BMT, they all converge into one flight. And the nice thing was my flight when we went in May. May's right before all the high schoolers graduate, so it weren't a lot of high schoolers. It was 2 or 3. There were no more than 10 high schoolers in my flight, people of high school age. 18, 19, 17, 18, 19 years old. Everybody was pretty much 23 to 26 years old. So that was nice. I mean, my flight was more mature than normal. So that's pretty nice. We got along a lot better than I thought we would. Let me think what else is pretty nice. I like grilled cheese sundaes. And that's when I get the grilled cheese sandwich. It's really simple. I know it sounds stupid, but whatever. Grilled cheese sundaes. You get 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, and I get shrimp scampi. And I would dip the grilled cheese in the shrimp scampi. Oh my God, the best meal. It's like your mom came to the kitchen and cooked it. Now that's over exaggeration, but when you've eaten crap for 8 weeks, you think that shit tastes good. So, let's see what else is nice. When you have cool MTIs, that's pretty nice. When they don't yell at you all the time. It's one of the better things about BMT. I don't think... you lose weight. I lost 20 pounds. I went to BMT, I weighed 159. I came out weighing 20 pounds less. I could run faster. I ran an 850 something mile, which is pretty good. I don't run that anymore. I run a 9 something mile, a 930 mile now. That's because I haven't kept up with it. So they get you in good shape unless you run faster than that. Like if you're like in Olympic speed or like on track to be like an Olympic speed runner, like you can run a mile in like 4 minutes. It might actually slow you down because we don't run that fast in BMT. But it did get me in shape. I lost 20 pounds, ran faster. I can do more push-ups, sit-ups. I'm not bad at. I can do 54, like no problem. I can do that now. Yeah, I lost weight, got in better shape. Yeah, that's most of the best things about BMT. I'm sure there are more, and I'm sure it's like a personal, like I thought this thing was better, but this person thought it sucked, or like I thought my job was swag, but some person thought their job was hard. It's just like a personal thing, but hopefully this will give y'all a better idea of what the best and the worst things are about BMT as opposed to the flight thing. But the flight still is number one. Still the best and the worst, because your flight sucks. Your whole experience is going to suck. But I hope this gives y'all a good experience, or a good idea of what is a good and a bad experience at BMT. And so it kind of helps y'all. I know some people are like leaving soon, so good luck for that. I know it's like Friday, so some people left like 4 days ago, so I'm late with that one. But for people who are leaving soon, good luck with that. People who aren't leaving for a couple months, I'm making a video, just not in April. I'm just trying to focus on some stuff that I got going on over here. But I'm still going to answer your questions, so if you have a question, I'll still reply. I'm just not going to make a video because it takes a long time. But I'll talk to you guys later. I got a new video program, so I'm going to try to make my videos a little bit better. Like put pictures and stuff and music and da-da-da-da, make it a little more manageable to watch. We'll see what happens. Alright? So y'all let me know what you think. And I'll see y'all in a month, okay? Bye.